What's up, everybody? It's 11. Time for Wonder Friends. How's everybody doing today? It's Monday. It's kind of cold, kind of rainy here in Ohio, but it's Monday. Everybody, my name is Jason Tharp. Welcome to Wonder Friends. I am the Chief Creative Dreamer at Wonderville Studios. Essentially, kids, what that means is I get paid to make up stuff, and it is a very cool job as you guys start to come into the show. If you could, parents, put your kids' names in the comments so that way I can recognize them, give a little shout out, say hi to them, all that good stuff like that. I think it's really important that we can all be seen in this time of uncertainty, especially when we're all kind of stuck inside. I don't know about where you live, but where I live, the governor, we are kind of locked in right now. What that basically means is we're going to be sitting around house, and it could be kind of boring. So my goal with Wonder Friends is to make some stuff that will inspire kids, entertain kids, help you guys know that you're not alone in this whole thing, that there are other people out there doing the same stuff you guys are. I know it could be kind of scary, but I promise you that we are all going to get through this, and we're just here to have some fun. So, good morning. What's up, Marley? Good to see you. Good to see you. And so, everybody, you're looking at Wonder Friends Studio on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram at Wonderville Studios as well. And my website is simple. It's wondervillestudios.com. You can check it out there. I am really trying to get all the PDFs up there for downloads and stuff like that. In the meantime, there's lots of links to videos and all that good stuff like that. Emily, what's happening? Zoe, good to see you. Hannah, what's happening? Good to see you. Rowan and Tate are watching. What are you guys doing today? I hope that you are having a great day, guys. So today we're going to talk about a couple things. Number one, I want to talk to you guys about something that happened over the weekend. That It's Okay to Be a Unicorn was part of Jennifer Gardner and Amy Adams are doing this great thing for Save with Stories. You can find a lot of it on Instagram, it seems like, Facebook. But essentially what it is it's a charity that are helping some kids that don't get, some at school sometimes. Food is where they get their food from. So this kind of helps them out. Jack, what's happening? Good to see you. 2 Jacks in the place. What's up, Jack? Times 2. So this story was really kind of cool. They got to read the story and stuff like that. Kids, this is proof that you can dream big and some crazy stuff could happen. I dreamed about doing this stuff when I was a kid, and now these books are getting out and everything. It's just really cool. So again, It's Okay to Be a Unicorn. You can totally check it on Amazon. Even on my website, you can get those. Difference if you buy on my website, I sign them, but you certainly don't have to get it. It's actually a little cheaper on Amazon. So, but anyway, let's just jump right in. So I want to take a minute, just like we always do, and let's get centered on ourselves and let's get mindful for a second. And how we do that is just really simple, guys. Just put your pen and paper down for a minute. We don't need that right now, but I want you just to sit up big and tall and just take a big breath with me. And I just want you to say, you can either say this out loud or you can just say it in your head. Totally however you want to do it is up to you. But I just want you to say, I am smart. I do matter. I am me. And I am super fantastic. There's times where we don't feel like that. And sometimes those little phrases like that will help us feel better. What's up, Daniel? Good to see you. Is it Miley? Mesa, JC, and Leo, you guys have a busy house. What's going on? Claire and Logan, what's up, guys? So as we say some of those things, why we say those things to us, for us, is so that way we can understand that, like, sometimes things can be scary. And sometimes we can say some stuff to ourselves that makes us feel like we're not who we are. So just remember that you do matter, that you're super fantastic, and that's really important. And so we also have been talking about Sonny, right? We've been talking about Sonny and all his little star buddies that we have, and last week we really focused on the K, and we talked a lot about kindness. And well, this week what I really want to focus on is the U for your uniqueness. Okay, so here's the key. You are a unicorn. Whether you want to believe it or not, you truly are. Even boys. I know some boys think it's not cool to be unicorn friendly and all that stuff like that, but trust me, unicorns are the coolest thing ever, and I'm going to explain it. So you already are a unicorn. The day you were born, you were one of a kind, limited edition. There will never be another one of you. You're just as rare as a unicorn. There's only supposed to be one. Una means one, right? Or unicorn means one horn, right? So there is only one you, and I think that's pretty awesome. You get to sprinkle your magic on the world however you see fit to do, and I think that's really cool, because sometimes we feel the need to like something different just because our friends think that we shouldn't like the things that we like. And sometimes we get kind of fooled into forgetting all the things that we really liked, even though it makes us really happy because we're too worried about what other people will think if you like something different than everybody else. Well, here's the deal. You don't have to apologize for liking anything different than anybody else. You are unique. You are you. You are one of a kind, and you get to bring your magic to the world that you want. It's your story to tell, and you can tell it any way that you want. That's what the U stands for in Sunny's Star Buddies. Juliana, what's up? Good to see you. Kara, what's happening, girl? So I just want to jump into that. That's what we're talking about with you. So just remember, Sunny's got these little buddies up here. The K is for your kindness. The U is for your uniqueness, and the P is practice. Practice is exactly what we're doing each day. We're just showing up here. We're giving it a shot, and we're just practicing. Practice doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. Practice just means that you're trying. So Brody, what inspired me to make this book? This book here, It's Okay to Be a Unicorn. Here's the secret behind it. We're going to do a whole episode on this guy too, but just to kind of give you a quick runaround. So the secret behind It's Okay to Be a Unicorn was I, for so long, was afraid to tell people what I wanted to do. And I wanted to write stories. I had been wanting to write stories since I was a little kid. And I was told a lot when I was growing up by teachers, not so much my parents, about how I wasn't good enough or I wasn't a good writer and all that stuff like that. And it can really kind of freak you out. Yeah, I was an adult when I made this, but still doesn't mean that I wasn't afraid to tell the world what I wanted to do. So Cornelius, this story here, is totally about me kind of being brave and telling everybody what I wanted to do. So that's what that's about. We'll do a whole episode on this guy. We'll draw him and all stuff like that. Harper, what's happening? Macy, good to see you. Marshall, Piper, and Willow, what's happening, guys? Good to see you guys. So we did do the first giveaway. And don't worry, if you didn't win, there's going to be plenty of other times. I'm making a list here. So I will say that if you won once, you're not going to win again. So we can make sure that it's fair for everybody. But Zoe won one. If you got a direct message from me, I tag the parent in it on your post that you made. Logan went through, we picked out just kind of random, which ones we wanted to do. So Zoe, your mom got a direct message from me. If you guys can just direct message me back your address or whatever so we can get that book over to you. Also, Macy won one and the Murray family. So if you guys could just check your Facebook, get your tag thing, shoot me a direct message. We'll get those signed books out to you, may draw up in a drawing or two. And we have a giveaway that's starting a new one this week. Remember, the 3 simple rules is number 1, you gotta like the page. Number 2, I need you to share the page. And number 3, post a picture in the comments for this video. So that way we can, enter the contest. So yeah, if we could do that. Everett, what's happening? Good to see you. So if you guys can just do that for me. And also, I need your help sharing this page. I'm trying to reach as many kids as I can. The goal of this whole thing is to let kids know that they aren't alone. It's a way to keep them connected with some sort of reality of there's other kids going around that are all feeling the same sort of thing. So parents, if you could please help me share this. It takes 2 seconds. Just hit that share button. Send it out to your friends, your PTO groups, your PTA groups, your homeowners associations, all those different groups you're in, and just let them know what we're doing. We're trying to do some good stuff here. There's no catch to this. I'm not trying to sell anything, and it's not. This is free. I just want all these kids to kind of look at it and maybe get an escape from their day, create something cool, create something that makes them feel good, all that good stuff like that. So today we're going to do something really simple. It's going to be a lot of fun. The title of it is "Let's Draw Monster Me." Okay, if you watch any of the stuff that I do, I love drawing monsters. Monsters don't mean scary things. I think monsters is just a term that you can use for anything. So what we're gonna do today is, Alina, Drew, what's happening? Good to see you guys. And so what we're gonna do today is you get your markers and pens. That's all we need, markers, pens, crayons, paper, whatever you wanna draw with. We're gonna draw a monster me. We're gonna use your first, what's up, Claire? Good to see you. Your first letter in your name. So like Claire right here, her first letter would be C. Maybe your name is Drew, your first would be D. So we're going to name this character whatever your name is. So Everett, your character would be named Everett. Claire, your character would be named Claire. Kara, you would be Kara. Put the K. We could put the K big and bold right on the chest so we know it. But we're gonna draw together a monster together, and then our wonder work will be for you to draw one by yourself. So I'm going to switch over to the overhead camera. So get your paper and your markers all set and ready here, and let's get started. Okie dokie, so here we go. So I like using these big fat Sharpies. I think what's really cool about them is that they make a really big line. So I really like that because I think it's a lot easier for you guys to see and stuff like that. So you know my name is Jason, and J starts my name. So this monster's name is going to be Jason. I want you to name your monster your name, not my name, your name. Okay, so again, parents, these videos do live online. So they're on Facebook. If your child gets stuck, if you guys get stuck, don't worry. You can stop it, come back to it after it's posted, rewind it, and do all that stuff and catch up with it. If you don't draw just like me, that's fine. You're not going to. I just want you to draw your version. You know, this is what we're doing. Is we're just having some fun drawing. There is no wrong answer to making doodles. It's any sort of thing. So one of the easiest ways to get started when we're making some sort of monster is just to start with a shape. And a lot of times what I like to do, and I think I'm going to turn my paper up and down for this one, is I like to just make any kind of shape. So I'm just going to start with kind of like a backwards, I guess that would be like a backwards J, right? Or a backwards candy cane, right? And then when I stop there, sometimes I'll just like to cut a different line in. So like if I just make a line just like that just kind of goes back the other way. And let's say that we want to put some hair on this character. So if we were to pretend that this is the top of its head, and we just put 3 lines right there, we kind of are saying that there's going to be hair right there, okay? Now here's a really cool way to make a huge smile on something's face. So if we just draw a big J shape that comes down this way and stops right there, now we kind of have the start of a big smile, and I'll show you in a second how that becomes a smile. Now, back here on this hair part that we created, let's just put a candy cane shape right there. And we'll just stop right there. Now, on this line here, what we're going to do is we're just going to draw a straight line down and stop. Okay? Now, where we stop there, now you can kind of start to see the top of the head, and I want to start putting some teeth inside this mouth so you guys can see how we started making a big smile there. And how I'm going to do that is just really simple. I'm just going to draw a half circle or a U shape and connect that, and do another one, and do another one, and do another one, and do one more to connect it. Okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. But it's just instead of a U, it's like an upside down half circle. And I'm just going to do that all the way through and stop. All right? Now, if you were to look in a mirror and open up your mouth, you're going to see the inside of your mouth. The same as with our character. Right now, his mouth is open, so we would, and by the way, I'm calling it him because it's me, right? So if you're making, if your name is Kara and you're a girl, then you're making a she monster. So for this purposes, this one is a he monster. So we're going to draw inside this teeth line. If you just make a line that goes down and touches those two, that kind of closes in that. And then I'm going to draw inside here just another shape just like this, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to use that to start to make a tongue. And what we do is we just color in all around here. All right. Now, what you see is now we can kind of see that there is an inside of the tongue. And in fact, if we were to color that in with a different color, you would see that that would definitely stick out. I'm going to show you, actually. I'm going to get out my markers just real quick and show you, just so I can illustrate to you guys how this works. If I now turn this red, now you can really see now that there's an inside of the mouth. You don't have to stop and color right now, but I wanted to just show you how that you make this tongue in here. Okay, now back to a body. Let's make sure we're putting a body on this guy. So we're going to use these 2 points as like the neck part, right? And to get this, what we're going to draw is a shape out just like this, okay? And then you're going to do the same shape out on the other side, just like that. Okay, now where we stopped on those 2 things, we're going to make one line down on each side. And then go over just a little bit and make another line on each side of those. Now we're going to connect those 2 lines just with a straight line across. All right? Now, we're going to get in here, we're going to put some feet on our character, and those are just simple little shapes just like this. And then where, if they don't completely connect, you can draw a little line down and connect. Now, we could just draw like some little lines like this. I think this is a fun thing to do. If we put little lines on it, it's like they have funky socks. I like to wear funky socks. You can put different colors on there. If you want to put polka dots on there, or if you want to give it hairy legs, you can give it hairy legs. You can change any sort of thing on your character that you want here. And then we're gonna make sure that, like, this guy has a t-shirt on. So if we draw 2 lines across just like this, it shows that there's like he's wearing some clothes, right? And if we draw just a line across the bottom, it's kind of like the bottom of his pants where they start. And now if I draw a circle here, on the circle we're going to think about, like, if you have your favorite t-shirt and there's something on it, that's kind of what this circle is. It's like a design. And we're just going to put a J. You are going to put whatever your first initial is, okay? So if your name is Claire, a C goes here. If your name is Kara, a K goes here. If your name is Billy, a B goes here. You get the idea, right? Your first initial, not mine, your first initial goes inside this circle. Out. And for arms, we're just going to draw 2 lines that go up and draw a parallel line or a line that runs right beside it, right next to it. And then let's put some hot dogs around that end there. So you got 1 hot dog here, 1 hot dog here, 1 hot dog here, and 1 hot dog here. And then let's hot dog up these other ones too. So we got 1 here, 1 hot dog here, 1 hot dog here, and 1 hot dog there. Got it to fit. So now we have some arms. Now, so eyeballs, what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 dots, just like we always do. We're going to start with those 2 dots, and I want you to make those 2 dots fill in a little bit bigger dots, just like so. And again, guys, if I'm going too fast, you're going to be able to go back and check this video and rewind and all that stuff like that once it posts. So don't get too frustrated if you feel like you're lost. It will be easy to follow once you get it posted and everything. Now we're going to draw just 2 circles around there. Eyeballs now. We got some eyeballs. And now you can put any kind of like eyebrows on here that you want. I think the easiest eyebrows are just little rectangles, but you can totally do any kind of eyebrows that you'd like to do. You can do big ones, fluffy ones, just a single line, do whatever kinds you would like to do. And then also we're going to put some horns on this guy. And now an easy way to do horns are just like something like this, right? But if you want to put like 1 horn, like a unicorn horn, or if you want to put 10 horns, you want to put spikes on it, whatever kind of horns you want to put on there, I want you to do your thing on it. For me, I'm just going to do these little like this, and we're going to connect those just like so. And now our monster does need to breathe, because breathing, as you know, is very important. And to do that, he's going to need a nose. And to make a nose, I'm just going to make a shape like this. What this is just a line that goes around and just makes a big bloopy line. There is no right answer for making this nose. Just make some sort of shape in there, however you guys want to do. But how I made that was I went around, I bumped down, and I came around. And that's how I made those bloopy noses. Now he has some freckles maybe on his cheek, and maybe he has some spikes that run down the back of his body. Totally up to you how you want to do your character. I think that my J monster should have a little tiny tail, right? And have some fun with that. So this guy's name, like I said, I'm going to say that he's saying hi to us, right? He's saying hi to us. This guy's name's Jason, right? He's the Jason monster. He's the me monster. So your monster's name would be whatever your name is. If it's Sammy, it'd be the Sammy monster. Or Becky, it'd be the Becky monster. Or Logan, it's the Logan monster. You make up any way that you want to do this one, and this is how we have some fun by just making ourselves into monsters. Now, what we're going to do for the wonder work is something a little different. The wonder work that we're going to post in our comments today is simple. I want you to draw your own monster. I want you to make your own me monster that is all about you. So I want you to think about all the things that are maybe your favorite thing to do that your character could be doing. Maybe you love eating cookies. What would your monster look like eating cookies? Maybe you love reading books. What would your monster look like carrying books or having a big stack of books? And around your monster, I want you to put all the things that make you unique. Things around there that are different. Like for me, I'm tall, right? I'm bald. I have no hair, right? I have tattoos. I have tattoos on my arm. I write books, right? So I write, I like to laugh a lot. So what I want you to do on your drawing of you, your me monster, I want you to put all different things about yourself that makes you different than everybody else. You're not the same, and that's cool. What I want to be able to do is I want, when you post these in comments, I want other kids to be able to look at all the different me monsters that you make and see that somebody else has something in common, or maybe you'll find somebody else that has the same thing about you that you didn't realize that there was. And then once you're done with it, just like that, I want you to sign your name to it, and that way everybody knows who made that monster piece and all that stuff like that. So I'm going to switch back over to the other camera here real quick. All right, so we're back. Tyson, what's happening? Let me see if I can catch up on some. Yes, there are definitely ways to rewind it, Amy. So once this video is finished, parents, I will post it. It'll automatically post live. And if you go to the page you're on, Wonderville Studios on Facebook, and click on the videos link, you'll see all of the videos, all the episodes of Wonder Friends. That's where they house them on Facebook, that you're going to be able to go back and rewind and pause and all that good stuff like that. I just kind of go through them, the videos kind of fairly quickly, so that way we can get through them all, but you can definitely rewind and stuff like that. And also, I'm uploading all of them to YouTube as well. And when you go to YouTube, it's simple. It's at Wonderville Studios on YouTube. You can watch all the videos and pause them, share them, and all that stuff like that. So yeah, we're doing the same thing there. So yeah, you can do all that stuff. It's easy. Austin, what's up? John, how's it going? Dorian, what's happening? Tito and Trey, what's going on, guys? Miss Pint, is that right? How's it going? Claire, Elena and Drew, good to see you guys. Everybody out there, this is so awesome. So one of the ways that we want to wrap up our show is we like to think about other people. And so for now, we've been all kind of stuck in our houses for a little bit. And if you're like me in Ohio, we're going to be stuck in our house for a little bit longer. And sometimes what we do is we end up forgetting about those people, or not, I don't want to say forget, we forget about, or we can feel like we forget about all the people that we've been in school with maybe, or our teachers, or some of our friends. And an easy way to remember all those people is just to take a minute to think about them. And what I want to do is we're going to spend 30 seconds, and I just want you to think about maybe your favorite teacher, or maybe something really funny you did at school, or somebody you used to play with on the playground, maybe somebody you haven't gotten to see quite often, or maybe you don't have a way of thinking or keeping in touch with them. Maybe you don't have their phone number, or you don't have those different things. So let's just take 30 seconds here, and I just want you to think about those people. Maybe it's your grandma or grandpa, and we're just going to start right now. Just think about them. Think about how much they make you happy. Think about how they make you feel, and just put out some good vibes thinking about them and how cool it is that they are still around, right? And they're still your friends, and they're still there for you. And they still mean just as much for you. And you can put out just as many thoughts about them, and then it will make them come alive inside of you that you'll remember. And they're going to pick up on it and think that it's really cool themselves. And that was 30 seconds. Much easier, right? So as always, guys, I want to remind you tomorrow's supplies. What we're going to need is we're going to need a dice, markers, and paper. What I mean by dice is find like Yahtzee or any board game that you have. We just need one dice. It's going to be kind of a fun thing to do that is going to be super creative, and we're going to come up with something completely different, I guarantee, than what we normally do. So remember, just dice, markers, paper. That's what we're going to need for tomorrow. You, as always, can check out all the books that I have. They are all available on Amazon. If you can't find them, just search my name on Amazon. You'll get them all. It will come flowing up through there. You know, any support like that is greatly appreciated. Again, the big thing I'm asking everybody is if you could just share this. If there's anything about this video that you like, if there's anything that you think other kids would like, if you could just do me a favor and just share it. It takes 2 seconds. Let everybody else know what's going on out there, because I think right now there's a lot of us that feel kind of lost in a world that we don't really feel like we're fitting in, that there may be other people that don't understand what it feels like to be alone. Like some of us, this is the first time we've ever been isolated from a lot of different things. So it's really cool to be able to connect with people and let them all know that we aren't alone and we're all going through this together. So if you could do that for me, that would be great. So just remember, tomorrow, all we're going to need, paper, pencils, markers, and a dice. The word for today Simple. Unique. What's that mean, guys? It means that you are unique, you are special. You don't have to change anything about you because you're already different than everybody else, and there's nothing wrong with that. Could you imagine a world where we're all the same? I think it'd be pretty boring, but what makes it cool is that you are unique. So to wrap it up, guys, just remember the key to happiness is embracing your unicorniness. Go out there throughout the rest of the day, sprinkle your magic on all the family members around you, send a note to your grandma or grandpa, whoever else sits in your life that you haven't seen for a while, just let them know that you're thinking about them, sprinkle your magic on them, and have a great day. And remember, be the unicorn. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.